So I guess a little bit of an introduction before we start this, just because this is like a new game for the stream, even though it's not really a new game, but you know what I mean. It's something new that I've not done a stream of before. So Okami is like an RPG action adventure game, and it's a game that I played on the Wii, like back when it was ported to the Wii, like many years ago. I played it, I beat it, I got all the way through. It was a really good game, but I don't remember anything about it because it's been so long since I last properly played this. So it might as well be blind because my memory cannot really remember that much outside of a few things, mainly the gameplay. But the gameplay is actually really good in this. And I guess I should reiterate that this is not the digital version of the game. You might have noticed the logo is Japanese. That's because the Japanese version, let me just try to reach for something. The Japanese version is the only version you can get physically for some reason. Capcom didn't feel it necessary to release a physical version for the European or American markets, so I had to import a physical cartridge because I wanted the cartridge in box. Thankfully it's got English built in, so we'll still be able to play this with English. Oh wait, you don't... hang on a second. I thought you guys were looking at this for a second, but... there we go. Now you can see it. So yeah, let's get started. We are all set. I'm going to be playing with the Joy-Cons, which is something I don't do that often, but there's actually Joy-Con support for like the motion controls, which is perfect. Because when you played the game on Wii, you had the nunchuck and Wii remote, and it had like kind of a motion control thing going for it. This basically replicates that, and that's probably the best way to play it, to be honest. So yeah, you can see here, you can use the Joy-Con to do your drawing stuff. I'll show you that when we get there. But basically, painting is like a big part of the game. Once upon a time in a faraway land, there was a tiny village by the name of Kamiki. Let me know if the audio is okay. Legend tells of a horrible beast that threatened the residents. It also tells of the wolf that risked it all to protect them. Controlling the very fabric of existence, this wolf stood up against the beast many times its size and banished the darkness. The Cythera wolf's valiant act ushered in an era of tranquility. The villagers' hearts swelled with respect and adoration of the wolf. So I'm not sure if this is what anyone else thinks, but because I played Twilight Princess back then, the first thing I thought of was Twilight Princess because you play as a wolf. Only in this game, you play as a wolf for like the entire game. There we go. Like, other than the title screen, it's all in English because we've got the English language thing enabled. Just make sure the settings are all correct. So I was looking at the settings earlier and I noticed something weird. I think it's under original settings. Right, so this thing here, minigames, turn the loading screen minigames on or off. So basically, when the game is loading, you can play little minigames to pass the time, kind of like Splatoon. For some reason, this is off by default, so we're going to turn that on. Not sure why that's defaulted to off. Like, why would you not want that on? So yeah, very weird that that's like off to begin with. Okami. Oh, it's not going to show me the intro again, is it? Is this one of those games? Long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nested in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honoured as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. Right, okay, so it's not the same. See, I hate games that have, like, a pre-title screen intro and then you start the game and it's the same fucking intro. To satiate the appetite of the Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on its neck, the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared to disobey this horrific beast. If you've never seen this game before, I think you're in for a treat. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village. Hang on a second, is OBS shitting itself? It might be. Let me know if the stream is still on. In fact, I'm going to... Yeah, I just noticed something happening there in the background. I'm not sure if, like, the stream's having issues. It's still on, right, okay, good. I forgot what the last sentence was there. Something village, and made the habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. It's lagging a bit. Hang on a second. I'm going to lower the bit rate to try balance that out. Maybe set it to 500 bit rate. If need be, I'll lower it even further than that. Just let me know how things are going. I'm going to keep an eye on OBS from this point onwards. I don't want my internet to go super shitty now because I just started this. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. That's a weird name, Nagi. N-A-G-I. Before long, the night of the accursed festival has arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Is it Nagi or Naji? I'm guessing it's Naji actually. Naji, harbouring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Naji travelled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. Yeah, it's probably Naji. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home, as Naji stood bravely before the entrance. A beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Naji leapt forth with an incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. Even the silhouette of that thing looks really daunting, intimidating. At long last, Naji, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Naji, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui, leapt toward Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying head, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Don't worry, we'll get to gameplay soon. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand, however, Orochi, protected by the mystical power that was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed in crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Yeah, it seems like the stream is stable at this bit rate. I wish I could turn it up a little bit more, but I would rather the stream not start skipping. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow. But Shiranui refused to give in. With the last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed into heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Naji's sword as a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Naji, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary, channeling all of his strength into his scarred and battered arms. He leapt ferociously toward Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in the lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that had plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui has succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Naji scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, and then closed its eyes and drifted off into slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Naji's sword was christened the Tsukiyomi. I don't know how to pronounce that. Tsukiyomi. Right. Naji's sword was christened Tsukiyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this was not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Naji and Shiranuni's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. For PlayStation 2, this still looks graphically pretty good. Because this was a PS2 game before it got ported to Wii. Is this the legendary sword? Is this the Tsukumoiki sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? Tsukuyomi. I'm trying to get that right so I don't trip on my words again. Tsukuyomi. Right, okay. No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend. Nothing but a fairy tale. Good job. Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds. Speak the words, I wish darkness unto the worlds. Utter that prayer unto me and unleash my power. It's basically Ganon in Ocarina of Time, where you take the sword out of the pedestal and remove the seal. Yeah, this game is basically soaked in Japanese mythology. There was a sequel for this game on the DS. I never played that one. I don't know if that game's any good. Probably not as good as this one though. They never made a full-on sequel since then. Like, the DS one was more of like a side game. There's a reason this game got ported and not the DS one. Are you going to continue with Splatoon 2 and Hyrule Warriors? I might do more Hyrule. Not really feeling Splatoon at the moment. A horrible tragedy had suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. There's the statue of the wolf. But yeah, this HD version came out last year for PS4 and Xbox One and PC. I'm so glad I held off on buying I'm glad I held off buying the HD version that came out last year so I could get it on Switch. I was kind of hoping Capcom would port this over, and they did. With sprite Sakuya. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly, there is no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. She's got a fucking peach cleavage. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Okami Amaterasu. Such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother, and the origin of all that is Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the savior who braves sacrifice sealed away the evil demon so many years ago has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as the statue brings happiness to my heart. Sniff. Amaterasu. Gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. If you're wondering how I can read Amaterasu so easily, I've heard the name said a number of times from other people. Since you hear that name an awful lot, like from other people who like talk about Okami. Amaterasu is... If I didn't hear that word as often as I did, like from like other people talking about this game, I'd probably trip on that word more often. Gaze above you and take into the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. But never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Not only she's got peach cleavage, she's got a fucking peach ass. What? I'm sorry, but I can't fucking not bring that up after looking at it. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. I don't even remember if the Wii version showed that part. Maybe they censored it? I don't remember. Huh, what's this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? There's something in my peach cleavage. Hello, fan service. What on earth? You again? Ow, 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 ow! Are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting, that's all. Were you napping in my clothes again, Bug? Bug, I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Zusin. I like this theme song. Wandering artist Isun. I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? What's with you, Furball? You look kinda down in the dumps. Actually, you look kinda familiar. Got it. You look just like that statue of Shiranui. Whoa, what do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the great Isun. Don't make me use my prized sword, Denkumaru. Denkumaru? Oh yeah, I said it right the first time. Don't make me use my prized sword, the Denkumaru, against you. The game does start with a lot of cutscenes, but it won't be too long before we start playing the actual game. What's that growling sound? Why is it so dark anyway? Oh great god, Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki Village. The village lives on, their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free and the village will be reborn. I trust in you, I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore the life to the world. The trees returned to normal, huh? That Sekia girl sure said some weird stuff. The villagers' spirits are being kept inside that fruit. That's the fruit. The girl said that if you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. Where are we? So we need to learn the power first before we can actually cut that down, so that's why I left that area. It got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Well, we better keep our eyes peeled. You can use the right stick to look around. Boy, you really look so helpless. Are you sure you're gonna be okay? Oh, that's weird. Left is right and right is left when you're in first person. I'm not sure if you can change that in the settings. Let me see. I don't think I can access the settings while I'm playing this. It's one of those games. Yeah. Oh well, never mind. I'll get used to it. Hold on! That's an origin mirror! They said once your reflection appears on its surface, your memories will be stored in the mirror for all eternity. Well, to put it shortly, you can save your progress here. And let me give you a little bit of advice. You should save a number of game files. That way you could always go back if you're stuck or something. You gotta be prepared while you're still learning the ropes. You know, it's common practice for like people to make multiple saves in an RPG in case they want to go back to an earlier save. But it's kind of weird that a game actually tells you to do that. Or like suggests that you do that. We don't need to do it right now though. Like, we just started the game, there's no point. But once we get a bit further into the game I might do that. Look at all those parts just waiting to be broken. If you bust them, there might be something good inside. Somebody's played a little bit too much Zelda. Way to go, my furry friends. You can do that anytime you see something you can break. Also, one of the buttons is just for barking. Not sure what purpose that serves. The game has a little bit of a motion blur, but I think that was there originally. I don't know if they could have removed that. Still looks nice though, like they've done a good job like upscaling it. Because I think it's 1080p, or at the very least it's 720p. Whoa, whoa, hold on there, furball. Get a load of this! Get a load of that!
Get a load of this!
That chest looks mighty tempting. Let's go check it out. Getting up that high ought to be a piece of cake. Make sure you press it firmly so you can jump really high. Cool. I knew you could do it. They say good luck is found in high places, so keep your eyes peeled. We don't want to miss any treasure. Holy bonus. Amaterasu's favourite snack restores the 3 units of solar energy. Yeah, for PS2, the art style in this game is amazing. So yeah, this is essentially the tutorial area so we can learn the basics. We'll be getting our magic power soon. Looks like the bridge is out. It shouldn't be so hard. Amaterasu, was it? That's kinda long. Mind if I call you Emmy? Listen, Emmy. You ever heard of the spirits of the brush? Good brushwork has its own soul. At least that's what they say. Just watch. It'd take a day to explain. Picture's worth 1,000 words, right? I'm not doing that. Game's showing me that. Nice, huh? Just a little technique I mastered called the rejuvenation. It's one of many brush techniques that use divine power. It's a brush god power that can restore broken or missing things. I practiced really hard to master this one technique. But there are 13. Each one of the powers is one of the 13 brush gods. Originally, all 13 were a single powerful deity. When the deity died, the power was split into 13 separate gods. The gods now dwell within the objects all around us, but... God or no god, how could anyone have the power to master all 13? River of the Heavens. River of the Heavens? They mean the fabled Stardust River? But I sure don't see anything like that around here. Couldn't be all that little puddle. It couldn't be that little old puddle over there, could it? Wait, that's the map button. Wow, look at the stars twinkle. I haven't seen such a beautiful nighttime sky in ages. Hey, look! Those stars are forming a pattern, or is it just me? There's one missing. I guess I'll just have to draw the missing star. Ah. Looks like I'm just not ready to draw missing stars. Press R and hold the brush and then press Y to draw. I sure spent a heck of a lot of time practicing that. Oh, hang on a second. Okay, so the Joy-Con motion control thing isn't working. Maybe I need to turn that on. Ah, why if it isn't Mother Amaterasu? I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. Having never forgotten you, I, Yomigami, God of Restoration, have eagerly awaited this day when we could again meet. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of men and now lie in disarray. I became a constellation and managed to survive until now. The time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dried riverbed of the heavens and renew the flow of stardust. Wow, that was Yamigami, the god of rejuvenation. Wait, so you have the power of rejuvenation now? Can you really use it to restore the river of the heavens? That would mean you really are as good with a brush as yours truly. Nah, it couldn't be true. Who else could master this incredible god technique? Yeah, so this game has like motion controls for like the brush. I'm trying to figure out why that's not working. Because it should be working. Maybe it was in the options. I'll save the game and then check that. I can't seem to change the options from here. When I go back to the save point, I'll do that. I wonder if drawing some stardust would get the river flowing again. Nah, it's one thing to fix a bridge, but fixing a starry river? There's no way you could pull off a stunt like that. Will the game let me walk back to the save point before we do that? So yeah, I'm just going to save real quick so that I can check the title screen. Oh, that's how you bring up the settings, right? Okay, you're supposed to press minus, not plus. Alright, camera control, invert Y-axis, invert X-axis, right, that's better. Controller settings. Okay, why is that turned off by default? Come on. Right Joy-Con, right, okay. Gyroscope sensitivity, normal, brush controls. I prefer type B, actually. Right, okay, so now it should work. So basically how this works is that the Joy-Con is basically treated like a pen. So you actually physically move it around, and it actually feels quite good. At least it did on the Wii. Which is why I was really wanting to play this with Joy-Cons. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Let's see, it's the Y button, isn't it? Yeah, here we go. Huh? Somebody used a celestial brush technique while I wasn't looking? Right, let's go back to the Starry River now and draw that river. So yeah, the celestial brush and drawing like these things into existence is like the main gimmick of the game. But they do like flesh it out quite well. There's also fighting when you're fighting enemies, like kind of like Zelda, but we'll get to that at some point. There we go. Whoa! It's a river of stardust. So this really must be the river of the heavens. But what I really want to know is who the heck draw the darn thing? It was me. Weren't you watching me draw? There we go. Obtained an astral pouch. Look what you found, Furbo. The astral pouch has an amazing... Here is amazing. It can swallow up lots of food. Then when it's full, it can revive its owner if he or she dies. Let's start feeding it with whatever food we can find around here. Good idea. Consumed apple. Nectar-filled sour apple. Fills astral pouch just a little bit. So it's kind of like a fairy from like Ocarina of Time, except you need to manually fill it up first with lots of stuff and then it works like that. You consumed a peach. Juicy and fragrant peach. Fills astral pouch with just a little bit. You consumed orange. Orange with its sharp citrus taste. Right, okay. There's a couple more pots. If I recall, there is lots of no points of return in this game. Yeah, there very well could be. I guess that's why it says use multiple save files. Excuse me. I'm somewhat tired, but I'm not like too tired to stream. I had a nap earlier before I streamed tonight. But yeah, shitty as it is for Capcom to not bring like a physical release of this game to like the Western audience, it's cool that they even brought this game to the Switch to begin with, because I was thinking of getting it on the PS4 or PC anyway, but like a few months ago they announced it for a Nintendo Direct, so I was quite happy with that. The Fountain of Naji. Naji? What's his name doing here? Yeah, Naji was the legendary hero with the blade, wasn't he? Can I go through here? So I mentioned it earlier, but I guess I'll say it again since I didn't say it for quite a while. Like I said it before I streamed this. That's weird. It's like the fucking... It's like the... Fuck, what do you call those things? Pinatas? From Fortnite? Kind of, but not really. Or the llamas. You consume dumplings, doughy balls made from grain. Fills Astral Pouch just a little bit. How funny would it be if this game had rice balls and they called them jelly donuts? Jelly donuts are the best! Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut. Is there anything back here? Nope. Right, let's keep going. But yeah, like I said, this game is just steeped in like Japanese mythology. Is this the legendary shrine? We must be in the cave of Naji. Yeah, I was going to say earlier, before I forget, I was going to get this game tomorrow being Tuesday because I had to import it from Japan, but I got a text today saying that it was pushed up to today. So that was a nice surprise. If it didn't arrive today, I would have streamed this tomorrow. The legendary hero Naji is enshrined here. He vanquished evil 100 years ago with the help of the White Wolf Shiranui. First the River of Heavens and now this place. Where the heck are we, furball? This place sure is a wreck. See? That sword's in a really bad shape. The gods sure didn't do much to protect this place. God, that's so cool. That really was your brushwork all this time. How did you get so good? Exactly who are you anyway? Hey, there's another constellation. This one looks like a... a tiny possum with a gigantic sword. Tachigami. Well, well, if it isn't the Mother Amaterasu. It's been a long time, but with these monsters around, the only place I could hide was in this shrine dedicated to the ancient heroes. If there is anything I can do to assist you in your endeavors, I'm at your service. Make good use of this sword, as it was designed to conquer evil. Right, now we have 2 of the 13 powers. We've got rejuvenation, and now we've got the blade. That was the god Tachigami. Tamagotchi. Master of the power slash technique. Wait a minute. If you're getting all those powers, then you're just like that Shiranui. You know, the wolf who fought and died alongside the great Naji. When Shiranui died, the wolf's powers were split into 13 brush gods. This is crazy. Shiranui and Naji? It's just like the legend. It's just as the stone tablets predicted. Well anyways, I've never seen this power slash technique for myself. How about showing your stuff off on that boulder over there? Let me see you slice it in half by drawing a single line. I won't believe it till I see it. You call that a line? Yes. Use the brush like a sword. Slice it with a single straight line. Are you even listening? Draw a straight line through it. A nice straight line. Is it supposed to be horizontal? Okay, there we go. So it can't be any angle, it has to be horizontal, otherwise it doesn't work. I didn't think you had it in you, furball. Not even in the same league as you. I guess I really overestimated myself. Hey, furball. I mean, Amaterasu. I've made up my mind. If you're Shiranui reborn, then that means you can master all 13 techniques, right? In that case, I think I'll tag along until I'm as good as you. Lucky you. Let me take a quick drink. It's no use trying to change my mind. It's no use! There's no stopping me once I've made the decision. But enough about me. Now that you've mastered the power slash, you can cut down that thing that Tsukayua is talking about. Let's go back and give it a shot. Yep, let's go back then. Actually, before we do that, can we go down to the side here? Oh yeah, you can also do this. You can do that to pots as well. You may have noticed there are 3 small ink bottles over there. That just like limits you from doing like spamming the same move over and over. God, that's so cool. It's even better now that I've got like the motion controls. Because that's how it was on the Wii. Only with the Wii you used like the infrared pointer thing. But it was kind of like motion controls. It's probably the best way to play the game, to be honest. There we go. Like, we've only learned like 2 things so far. Once we start learning more shapes and like patterns, it gets more interesting. What the? Where did they come from? Ah, whatever. Draw first, ask questions later, right? You know that divine instrument you have on your back? We'll press the Y's button to use its power against them. So here is the combat. Look, Okami, once you've cut them off guard and turned them black and white, they're easy prey for your brush no matter how nasty they are. Grab your brush and give them a power slash. Oh. There we go. So unlike Zelda, you're kind of like stuck in this area until you like clear all the enemies. I mean, it's kind of like Twilight Princess when you get to like the Twilight Realm and you get stuck within like those barriers. But that doesn't happen too often. Oh, ran out of ink. Oh yeah, if you run out of ink, your like red stripes disappear for a moment. And they come back when it's recharged. So yeah, again, you can't like abuse it too much. Guess the tree sometimes drop stuff? I'm not entirely sure. Doesn't hurt to check. Nope, doesn't seem like it. You consume cabbage. Thick and fibrous vegetable. You consume the Chinese cabbage. On the simple side, but tasty. So yeah, the combat by itself is fairly simple, just mash the attack button. But the interesting part is that you have to use your Celestial Brush to like finish them off, or like... Later on, you have to like try different strategies with different Celestial powers. Right now, the only thing we have is the cut, so... Of course the enemies are going to be quite simple, where you have to like just attack them until they're ready to be cut, and then that's it. But I think as the game progresses and you get more and more powers, you have to like think outside the box a little bit to figure out how to defeat them. With the tools given to you. So as the game progresses, the combat gets more and more interesting and deep. Right, we're almost back at the tree. I'm going to do a quick save. Once I get to the save. Can I cut the bush? Oh, you can. Oh, carrot. Oh, sorry, I mean ginseng. Totally different thing. Roots bursting with nutrients. But yeah, this game was on PS2, ported to Wii with motion controls. Then it got ported to PS3 with motion controls using the PS Move. And I assume the PS4 version of Okami HD also uses the Move controller. I don't own it, so I can't really say for sure. Probably does. Right, so now we need to cut down the peach from the tree. Oh, that was a terrible line. There we go. Again, I love this game's art style. I would maybe go as far as to say that it's an art style and art direction that rivals that of Wind Waker. Like, it's that good. Wind Waker might be just a tiny bit better, but then again, GameCube had like more shaders and stuff to work with. For PS2 and its limitations, this looks gorgeous. Wow, the village has been restored! Sakuya came through big time. She really was protecting the village. But I sure wish I could spend more time in her kimono. If you know what I mean. But seriously, with the monsters running around and all, the village could still be in danger. Let's go see how they're all doing down there. I was trying to cut that boulder and I cut the tree instead. I guess that boulder is not cuttable. What in the world? I don't remember there being a statue here. Well, whatever. Let's go talk to the villagers. Pretty sure that is a villager. Oh, hang on a minute. Why has that got a ribbon on it? I thought the ribbon was to indicate to like cut there for like a specific secret. Maybe it means something else, or it's just purely for decoration. I've got a bad feeling about this. Kamiki Village is supposed to be famous for its scenic beauty. I wonder what's going on down there. How do I turn the camera around? There we go. I'm going to change the camera settings because... Can I invert both? Right, cool, I can invert both. That's probably going to work better for me. Yeah, that works much better. Why the fuck are they both uninverted to begin with? It does not make any sense whatsoever. Like, it feels completely unnatural. I'm not sure how to get down to that next part. Oh. Oh, that's this part, right. Maybe I'm supposed to go this way then? We don't have time to stroll around reading all the signs. Alright then, I'll just be like Link and cut it. Why can't I draw in a straight line? Like, that's more me than the game. There we go. Oh. Guess I can't cut the sign then, it's indestructible. That was like one of the coolest things about Ocarina of Time, when you can cut the sign. Not just cut it, but you can cut it at specific angles depending on where the sword is in the 3D space. There's a statue here too. It's like the villagers have turned into stone or something. Not again. It's not one of those smaller monsters that are lurking about. A roar like that has got to be something much bigger. Let's hurry up and find somebody with a pulse around here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone is turned into the statues. There's probably nobody we can talk to here. No good, this one's not moving. Everyone here was perfectly fine just a few hours ago. There's definitely something strange going on here. The village is back, but what's up with the dark sky? Maybe it's dark outside the village? Let's find some high ground so we can take a look. I'm going to test something. So yeah, normally to dash, you have to like walk a little bit before it starts dashing. You can basically start the dash early by doing an attack while moving forward. So that's useful. It's kind of like in Hyrule Warriors where you like do a dodge attack to like start your sprint immediately. This is bad. The sun's not even shining. It's as black as night as far as the eye can see. And not a single villager can move a muscle. Is it some kind of curse? Did the monster do this? It's not gonna stay like this forever, is it? If only the sun were out to light our way. If we could draw a circle in the sky, we'd have ourselves a sun. but I guess that'd be impossible even for a god like you. Maybe we better seek another brush god for help. Of course, if you had that power from the start, that'd be a different story. Do we have that power from the start? Let's see. There's a nice little circle. Okay, we have that power. What the? Come to think of it, your name is Amaterasu. That's the name of the sun god. So it followed you had the sunrise technique from the start. With it, you could even turn night into day. You're no run-of-the-mill god, that's for sure. The following brush is like music from the heavens. That's a line from one of my grandfather's poems. He felt a skilled artist was like a musician of shape and colour. Since you're such a great artist yourself, why don't we name your brushwork after that poem of his? It's called the Celestial Brush. After all, your brush did bring out the sun. Well, Emmy, let's get back to the village. We gotta see if the villagers are back to normal now. Who are you? The village elder, Mr. Orange. A white wolf. Not the one who fought that terrible creature with Naji. You couldn't possibly be the legendary Shiranui. No, it can't be. That story is 100 years old. Still, you look a lot like that statue of Shiranui. On the other hand, you don't look quite as smart. Oh, so what happened to my red stripes? Where did they go? Oh, there they are. Oh, no need to growl like that. You really understand what I'm saying? Well, I'm not the one to mince words. I just state the facts. Well, at least the villagers are actually alive now. Some more hobgoblins. What's this sudden chill down my spine? Here they come, Furball. Those are the monsters that have been plaguing these lands. They sneak into villages and cause all sorts of trouble. Step aside for a while, this is a job from my trusty sword, the Denkumaru. Way to use the old man as a fucking weapon. Damn it. You obtain Demon Fang! Sorry, that's a reference to Tales of Symphonia. Fang forged in demonic hatred, beautiful and deadly. Yeah, in Tales of Symphonia there's a move called Demon Fang, and the character like shouts it when he says it. Demon Fang! I've never streamed Tales of Symphonia actually, maybe I should do that at some point. Not this year, it's a really big game. Maybe in the future at some point I'll do that. Wow, you get really aggressive when you're mad, don't you? Hey, you got yourself some praise. And look, see how that dried up spring began flowing again? That's because ridding the area of monsters restores the god's powers. People call it divine intervention. The more you restore the land to its natural beauty, the more praise you'll get. It's the source of your power. Few people believe in gods these days, and it may weaken you. But if you try real hard, your true power might just shine through. But boy, there sure has been a lot of monsters around lately. And that Mr. Orange you tossed around, up on the sacred deck. Looks like he thinks you're a regular wolf. Oh, I get it. When he was looking at me, he couldn't see the stripes. Right, I get it. Seems like the gods have grown so weak people can't see them anymore. Anyway, I'll show you around the village. I have a feeling we're in for an epic adventure. Back in the day when you could say epic and not have people cringe. This should be fun, furball. Oh, treasure. Feed bag seeds. Freshly roasted seeds that seed-loving animals can't resist. Why, you little devil, look at this sweet grub you found. This is animal food. Still, we could save it to give to animals. Let's use it when we try to approach animals later. Something good might come out of it, if you're using it the right way. I know gods aren't supposed to use creatures in this manner, but what the heck, let's make an exception this time. I almost forgot, there was something I wanted to tell you. Whenever you want to check the items you've obtained, just press plus to open the fan menu. When the menu's open, you can check it to use the items you have. There are other things you can do in there too. The fan menu is your key to a successful adventure. Humanity's faith made solid restores a little solar energy. I'm guessing that's how I restore health, maybe? Nope. Can't cut rocks like that. I'm guessing the ribbons are really just for decoration. Give me 1 second, I'm just experimenting something here. See, I think you can jump with the motion controls. I'm not quite sure what's doing that. Maybe not. I'm not entirely sure what's doing it. Nah, disregard it then. Sometimes it was jumping by itself when I was moving the controller around. Maybe it was just me, maybe it was... I'm not really sure what was going on there. Ah! Great Shiranui! Oh no! Oh no! Let's have a nice one-on-one conversation with a bird. Reveal to me all your birdie secrets. Not really sure if I can skip this, or if I'm supposed to just watch this camera rotating. Apparently I can skip it, but I'm going to wait in case I miss something. Oh, right, okay, that was the whole thing. Next time I see that, I'm just going to skip it. Like, we don't need to see like a full 360 plus rotation of that. Oh, okay. Get some praise for doing that. Ah, I feel it. I sense it. Foul beasts dwell within this place. Concentrate. Look hard. You see right behind you now. Oh, fuck. Ambush. Oh, we killed it. Oh no, we didn't. Yeah, give me that demon thing. Oh, there it is. Oh, shit. I thought I picked it up there. I picked up the ink bottle. Humans are not witnesses to such battles, but I saw it. The fighting went on for exactly 24 seconds. Heavens above! What button is X? Cool. I just discovered you could dig, and then I saw that thing in the ground. Protects travelers from danger, increases godhood by 1 level. Now, I have no idea what that is. I'm guessing that will be explained to me later. Unless I can find it in here. What exactly is godhood? Hit Mr. Orange. I was trying to bite him, but biting doesn't work, so I guess I'll just punch him or like headbutt him. There we go. Hey, don't! Show some respect to your elders! Yeah, I guess we'll have to look for other villagers right now. Can I read the sign now? Home of the Elder. Ah, okay. Mr. Orange lives here. He's a regular village celebrity. Can we go inside? See if I can find anything. Can I cut that orange? Yes, but it doesn't really do anything. There's a whole bunch of oranges I can take, so that's cool. Nothing to eat here. Oh. Secret. Kind of. Not a huge secret, but we got oranges. An orange a day keeps the hobgoblins away. Home of Hayabusa, the great hole digger in Kamiki. This is Mushi's handwriting. There we go. Need to make the lines a little bit more defined so that it actually picks up. No, if his mama catches you snacking, she'll clobber you for good. Oh yeah, wasn't there like a loading screen minigame? Can I not do that, or is that for like certain parts of the game? Let me check if that's even enabled. I thought I turned that on. Yeah, I did turn that on. Again, not sure why it was turned off by default. Hang on a minute. What does it mean by filter? Heavy, light, normal, heavy. Let me test that. I want to see what that looks like with the heavy filter. I can kind of see the difference. It gives you a bit more of a... It's hard to explain. It's kind of like a noise grain effect, but it's meant to give the look of like textured paper. It's kind of neat. I'm not sure if that will look any good on the stream. Probably not. I don't think I'll be able to notice that very well. Looks nice though in HD. I think you can turn the filter completely off or minimize it. Let's try it with minimized filtering. Yeah, so it's just a lot less of the paper texture. I'm not sure which one to pick. I guess I'll just... Nah, I'll just keep it to normal. I'm not really too bothered by it. A white wolf? Now that's just plain weird. Sure looks like a weak little bugger. Think you could beat my dog Hayabusa? Well, listen to this. There's this field that Mama tends to, you see. Well, Hayabusa managed to dig up 9 turnips in a row. Even though my Mama was chasing him around trying to slug him. I'm assuming that's the dog. There are actually 10 turnips in that field. Hayabusa's fixing to get all 10. Sounds like a side quest. Mrs. Orange. A white wolf! Now that's a rare sight. Did you come down here from the mountains just to play with us? Well, you'd better be careful, dear. Lately some monsters have been attacking the villagers. Do you even know who you're talking to, Grandma? This here is Shiranui, reborn. If I don't immediately respond, I'm just taking a quick drink in between reading lines. Because my throat dries up after a while. So it helps. The wolf and I have it covered. Those monsters are history. Well, if it isn't Isun. And riding a wolf, are we? This one certainly resembles Shiranui, especially in the nose. Well, I'd better get back to my work. What, really? Yeah. You consumed potato. It's a very square-looking potato. Dry but satisfyingly flavorful. I guess you'd really need to make the lines wide enough that it actually registers, like... I mean, you could make it small, it's just a little bit harder for the game to register a small line. Probably end up getting something good if I clear this. Oh, wrong button. Oh, no. Just need to wait for her to tire out so I can pick up the next one. I should get 2 there. Yeah. Right, nearly done. Oh, went back into the route. Or whatever. Stop. Bleh. You! Oh. Did I... Why did he not pick it up? Are you kidding me? You saw that, right? Ugh. Would you move? I know if you're good enough you could probably get like 2 at a time, but fuck that. Like, I tried to pick it up there and it would not let me pick it up for some reason. I have to physically bite it. Don't walk out of the fucking fields. Yeah. You just need to dig up 10, are you sure? But I had to physically pick them up. Yeah. How did I know that was going to disappear the second I tried going for it? Whatever, I'm just gonna wait. Wait, what? Maybe I completed that? Let me just check. Think you can dig up all the turnips in Mama's field? Don't forget you have to avoid being slugged by my mama. I'll admit you're better than my canine if you can do it. She's gonna try to slug us, not exactly a good idea for any time. For whatever. At least you have your celestial brush and wicked brush strokes. Oh, come on! Wait, maybe I need to talk to him again to like actually verify it. Ah, oh, piss off! Alright. I'll do it again. You can go fuck off. Excuse me? I always press the wrong button for some reason. I don't know why. It's not even that hard, I'm just being impatient now. Go away. mean, I guess this works. It's timed. Right, okay. Yeah, right up your back. Side. Yeah. I have to literally bite it. That's why I couldn't pick it up. That's the oddly shaped turnip Hayabusa was looking for. That means you broke in Hayabusa's record by digging up all 10 turnips. Gosh darn it. Fine. You're the better canine. Anyway, it actually feels good to have a new goal to aim for. Cool, I got some praise. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so the automatic jumping is because I'm like walking over a fence. That's why it's doing that. I thought it was like I was moving the controller slightly and it was doing it by itself. Oh look, it's jelly donuts! Ball of rice wrapped in seaweed. We consume the bale of rice. So we had ball of rice and now we've got bale of rice. Bale of rice fastened with straw. Lots of food in here. The astral pouch. I wonder. Nope. That wheel looks like it needs repairing, but I guess not. Unless we can repair it from the outside. Yeah, it looks like we can repair it from here. So the best way to do stuff like this is go into first person view so you can get a good angle of it or a good view of it. And then while you're in first person, switch to this. Yeah, this is how you restore this. I know it's working because the ink colour is different, it's not pitch black. There we go. Should get some praise for that. What's this? The mill's been mended. Who on earth did that? I'd completely given up on the idea of making my own sake. Now I can get on with polishing the rice. No time like the present, I better get started. Yeah, nobody tell her I stole all the rice. Let me save the game real quick. Probably play this for like another hour or so. The intro part of the game is a little bit slow. Doesn't take a while, it takes a little while before we leave the village and start doing other stuff. But once the game gets going, it gets pretty good. Sheesh, he's always snoring like a bear. This is the home of the two-bit middle-aged warrior Susano. He goes around claiming to be the descendant of Nachi. He's famous around here for his lineage, but he's awfully lazy and too far off the wall to be a descendant of the legendary hero. Can we go inside before we do that, actually? Oh. What a horrible night to have a curse. Also, the horses came back. Check up on Mrs. Orange. I guess I'll do that next then. Oh, more food for the astral pouch. Is this Sasuno? I am the greatest! I am the greatest! Ugh. If that didn't wake him up, nothing will. Let's just leave him for a while and find something else to do. Alright then. Lazy bastard. Just getting a feel for like trying to do a straight line. Yeah, okay then. Yeah, let's go check on Mrs. Orange. I spy a chest. Oh yeah, I can wall jump, that's right. I forgot about that. Exorcism slip S. I guess the S stands for small. I think my internet is dying on me. Yep. My internet is being a dick. Just a minute. See if I can fix this or wait for it to come back. Gotta love when my internet does this, it's the best. Just making sure the stream is back on. For some reason my connection just completely died on me again. I gotta love having a subpar internet connection. Even though I moved to a better ISP, I still kinda have this problem. Still waiting for fiber optic to be installed here. But yeah, I think it's working now, it seems to be. Let's remove that. Just picked up Exorcism Slip, I think it was called. Paper depicting holy incantation slightly damages nearby enemies. Okay. I'll go check on Mrs. Orange now. You didn't miss anything, really. Trying to wake Susano up. Didn't work. Yeah, there she is. My, what a beautiful coat of fur you have! I'll call you Snowball. Ah, you're that unruly white wolf. That was quite a toss you gave me back there. Well, white one, I respect animals and their customs. But anyone who causes trouble in this village shall be dealt with harshly. You're a spunky little thing, aren't you? Hello, Mr. Orange. Still full of vim and vinegar, I see. Aren't you that little troublemaker, Usan? If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. Oh, never mind. I got better things to do. Did you know there's a secret tree on the hill in the village? She's known as Konohana. She's been worshipped as our guardian deity for ages now. But our flowers and fruit have withered quite some time ago. What's more, I've had a dreadful dream last night. A giant monster appeared and swallowed up the whole village. Might it be a sign of some worse things to come? Sure would like to see Konohana restored to her former glory. Oh well, troublemakers like you couldn't possibly understand. You need to see her during the daytime. Okay then, let's draw a sun real quick. Basically, this game's version of the Sun song. Oh, right, she must be tending to something during the day hours. Funny how they got past me. Consumed watermelon. Sweet and juicy fruity treat. Try saying that 3 times fast. Oh look, it's cuckoos. I visit Konohana daily, hoping that she will grow strong again. You two ought to do so too. Not sure what Mrs. Orange is. I'm guessing she's... Oh yeah, here she is, right. Listen to the ramblings of an old woman. Are you? Well, I was doing laundry. But when it was ready to dry, I noticed my drying pole was gone. Whatever shall I do? Drying pole? Nope. What do you mean your drying pole? I thought this was it. Oh, I had to like do a scribble, right. Not a line. A new drying pole? Where did that come from? The gods must have answered my prayers, how wonderful! Time to dry the laundry. Well, I'm glad I was able to hang out my laundry, but the sun seems so far away these days. Maybe it doesn't look like the monsters are lurking about. If only it would shine closer to my laundry, it would dry in a second. Okay, time to make a bigger sun. Find plenty of sky to work with. I wonder, actually. You can attack the birds mid-air. Nice. Let's make a huge sun. My word! The sun has suddenly drawn so close. My laundry will be bone dry in no time. First my pole and now this. Will the miracles never cease? Maybe I have to make some cherry cakes to offer to the sun. Come back tonight if you want some too, Snowball. No one makes better cherry cakes. They're mouth-watering good. Nice. Got some more praise. Guess I'll talk to this NPC. I've not talked to this one yet. Kushi. What a fine looking wolf. What's your name? Mine's Kushi. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sake brewer, Kushi. Working in the fields again, are ya? Yes, soon. Are you and the wolf together? This is where I grow the rice for making my sake, you know. Gonna bring the microphone just a little bit closer. There we go. But I have to manage the harvest on my own. It's hard work. Maybe I should have Susano give me a hand again this year. Oh, listen to me blabbering on. I just can't help but chat to you. Whammy, I think you found a friend here. You meet many people who want to talk to you like this. You should talk to them 2 or even 3 times. Being a god and all, you can actually tell when to talk because you can see a triangle above their head. That means they still have something to say. It might even be valuable information sometimes. They may even be muttering to themselves, but it pays to listen. You're interested in how to brew the sake, are you, Snowy? Well, the thing here is for polishing the rice, you see. I'll tell you what, I've got something I think you'll like. It's just some leftover stock from the store. But I made it myself, it's called Vista of the Gods. Are you even old enough to drink, Snowy? Oh. I guess I need to give that to Sazuno then. Or Susano. I keep getting it mixed up. Is it Susano or Sazuno? I think it's Susano. Issue. I always get the U and the A mixed up on that. Actually, hang on a second. I don't quite remember which direction this was. I think it's in this direction, actually. Yeah, it's over here. Maybe this will wake him up. Susano. Oh, Kushi, let's... Whoa. Looks like he ain't waking up anytime soon. He's out cold. Oh. Okay then. I guess I'm not giving that to him then. I had a feeling he was the kind of person that likes some sake, but maybe not. Thanks to you, my son's Moshi has been misbehaving again. Nothing that bit of thumping won't sort out, though. Have I even been in here yet? I don't think I have. This must be where she ages the sake. Smells good, doesn't it? I think the astral pouch is nearly full now. Oh wow, look at all this good stuff. Again, don't tell her I stole all the rice. Don't worry, dear. I'll make enough cherry cakes for you too. You just be sure to come by to my house tonight, okay? I'm not sure where I'm supposed to take this sake to. Eve, Eve! This is weird. My mind really wants to shift this rock, but my body won't cooperate and it's like I'm made of lead. Could this be a case of demonic possession? I sure hope not. Oh, I guess it is. Can I even fight it while I'm holding the... Alright, the sake's gone. Bit cool. I like the combat in this game. Like, pressing the attack button by itself isn't much, but it's fun when you like have to follow up with the slashing and you have to aim it just right. Like you can draw with like the control stick, but it's much more fun with motion controls. You've accumulated praise. Whoa, Emmy, you've suddenly started to glow. That means your divine attributes can be enhanced. Well, you sure look excited. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Let's take a step at enhancing your divine attributes. I'm going to open the Fen menu where you see your divine attributes. Use the praise you've accumulated to enhance any attribute you want. Solar energy. Right, cool. I wish that would tell me how many coins I can hold. I'm guessing 10,000. Or maybe like 5,000. Probably 10,000. There we go, we've leveled up. So we have one more heart container now. Well, is it coming back to you or what? It's hard to notice such a small enhancement. Oh, lighten up, Furball. This is one big step for the new and improved Amaterasu. Keep up the good work. Oh, I almost forgot. We better check in on that dude. I feel as light as a feather now. Sadly, it doesn't make it any easier to shift this boulder. Who went and blocked the only path out of here anyway? There's no way I can get back to the city now. Say, pup, your owner lives here in the village, right? So you must know that guy, Susano. Can you get him to come here? They say he's the descendant of the legendary hero Naji. If anyone can do something about this rock, it's him. Oh, I still have the sake. That's strange. This boulder wasn't here before. Right, maybe now I can actually wake him up. Welcome back, Super Mario and Bo. I am the greatest! Oh, I can talk to him again. Oh, Koshi, let's wake this guy up. What the? Huh? I feel so well rested. I planned to meditate underground, but fell fast asleep. Who are you? He's got fucking Popeye arms. What business do you have with Susano, the greatest warrior ever? Do even the beasts know of my great exploits now? Well, Fido, I'm not looking for apprentices. Go back to the mountains and play with your monkey friends. How dare a mangy munt like you interrupt my meditation? My day went from okay to excellent. What happened? What's up? What made your day from okay to excellent? I'm kinda curious. Get a load of this guy. Hang on a second.
Get a load of this!
Oh, brawn and no brains. Quit messing around and come back with us. You snuck in here again? Quit bugging me, you bug. I told you, don't call me a bug. Come on, Emmy, we're taking him with us. What do you think you're doing? Put me down this instant. What will the neighbors think? You had a really good stream and gained 5 subs. Nice. What did you stream? I'm still carrying the fucking sake pot while I'm doing this. So I've got a wolf with a small bug, and this guy carrying a giant sword, and I'm holding a sake pot. Super Metroid. Oh, that's cool. I don't know if I would stream Super Metroid anytime soon, but I have thought about playing Metroid Zero Mission. I'm not sure if that's going to be a this year game or a next year game. Oh wait, I think I went the wrong way. Yeah, this is not the direction I meant to go. I don't love how silly this animation looks though. Just this Popeye armed bastard not having any of it. Guess I'll do a quick save real quick before we continue. You mangy mutt! You brought me all the way here just to test yourself against me? Then prepare to taste the wrath of my trusty blades. Tohenboku! Hold on a minute there. You're the legendary Susano? Yep, none other than Susano, the greatest warrior who ever lived. And by the way, never interrupt warriors engaged in battle. But I've got a favor to ask you. This huge boulder blocking the path is really getting in my way. Can't you do something about it? What? Come on, please. I mean, you are Naji's descendant, aren't you? Surely one stone's no match for your mighty skills, right? It is certainly not beyond my ability. Really? Great. Okay then, no time like the present, go for it. Wait. A boulder of this size is not very easy even for me. This will require my utmost focus to magnify the power of my swords. I shall retire to the training grounds to make preparations. Wait for my return. I wonder. I've never seen that guy train seriously, ever. I'm going to guess he is checking out. Good thing his house is right next to this stone. Oh, wait, where did he go? I thought he said he went back here to meditate, I guess not. Oh, there he is. I know I told that merchant I could help, but a boulder of that size? I don't care if I'm of a legendary bloodline, it's just too big. Oh no, I can't believe I've run out of sake at a time like this. This won't do one bit. Excuse me. Sorry about that. That's it for today, I'll just have to train tomorrow. Hold it right there, Fido. That smell. Is that Kushi's famous homebrewed sake? Right, so I was supposed to give him this. Did you bring me some of Kushi's sake? Oh, what a glorious day. Good old sake. Man without drink is like a warrior without his trusty sword. In fact, it is said that Nachi himself relied on the power of sake in his battle with the dreaded Orochi. It's all so clear now. Let the training begin. I'll just try a bit of my usual routine. Here I come. Feast your eyes on this! Susano-Style! Exploding Implosion! One sword style! Ha! Nope, off he goes. Susano-Style! Exploding Implosion! We're basically doing all the legwork for him. He's not really that good. That's amazing! You sliced that huge rock clean in half. Also, I am dropping frames again. Let me lower the bitrate. I'm sorry about this. My internet is not cooperating with me tonight. What the fuck? Stream's going to look up a little bit worse, but the trade-off is that it shouldn't buffer as much. You really are something! Wow, I didn't think you could do it, Pops. Me either. I mean, of course I could. I like this guy's face. After all, I am Susano, the greatest warrior ever. You weren't just showing off when you said you're Nachi's descendant. Someone like you would have no trouble fighting monsters off, huh? Well anyway, thanks a lot. Now I can start doing business again. Did you say monsters? Of course, no problem. This is a job for the most skilled warrior in all of Nippon. Yes, I shall rid those lands of the vile presence. Just sit back and watch the great Susano work his magic. Well, off he goes. Also, I do believe we have opened up the way into the overworld now. He shouldn't get all puffed up. He's nothing without us. You think you'll be okay? The monsters outside the village are nasty. Glory Samatarisu. Oh goddammit, OBS, really? Hold on a second, I am having issues right now with this. You might be experiencing more buffering. I'm going to lower the bitrate even further. I really can't. I'm trying my best to make sure this is not happening, but my internet is not cooperating with me tonight. So yeah, sorry if the stream looks a bit shittier now, but it's the only compromise I can come up with. Glorious Amaterasu. What a pleasure to witness your heroic deeds. I am in awe. When you cleaved the boulder into two, my heart skipped a beat. To see your skills with the brush is to be witnessed to great art. Yeah? So, what do we get, a reward or something? Do we get a reward or something, lady? I hardly think your participation had any impact, little bug. It's Isun, 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 Isun. Stop calling me a bug. Crawl back into your kimono if you say that again. My words. Furball here is more comfy anyway. Now let's get back to that reward thing you were talking about. Come on, Emmy. Put your paw up or something. Go on, shake. I must apologize. I would like to reward you, but I'm afraid I haven't got the power. I can barely muster enough strength to even make a flower bloom. Though my body stands firmly here with the confines of the village, my roots spread far and wide, protecting remote areas outside. These parts of me are known as guardian saplings. They collect the praise and adoration that gives me strength. Hang on a second, did the chat die? I guess not, right, okay. The recent evil is eroding the guardian saplings. If this continues, I will wilt away as well, and my power will vanish. Worse yet, the dark power grows stronger with each passing day. Life as we know it would be consumed utterly in no time. Aw man, this is getting heavy. Great and powerful Amaterasu. Could I be so bold as to request your assistance in rejuvenating these guardian saplings by lifting the curse that enslaves them? I shall mark the locations of nearby saplings on your map. I have grown tired. I haven't even the strength to speak now. Again, fucking peach ass. I don't even remember if the Wii version had that there, or if that was censored, but it seems like this is uncensored. I hope that my request has not fallen on deaf ears. Amaterasu, may the fresh scent of flowers protect you always. Bah! I'm always itching for a good fight, but I sure don't want to poke my nose into this mess. Still, I'm stuck with Furball here till I get all the brush skills. Anyway, Emmy's a god, no? What could possibly go wrong? Did you listen to her, Furball? You get the rest of the brush techniques to save the world, and now steal and learn them. Yeah, that's the ticket. At any rate, let's start by following those marks on the map. Let's just save the game first. I won't be playing this for that much longer, maybe another half an hour. My throat is starting to strain a little bit, but I do enjoy this game. I think it was because I was playing Sonic Adventure earlier and I kind of got like... Let's just say I got a little bit excited with some of the stuff that happened in Sonic Adventure earlier because there was some glitches, some weird moments, and I was like making some jokes. How do you bring up the map? Right, here we go. So yeah, we need to go to Nippon, which is like the overworld area. Basically this game's version of Hyrule. Nippon's like a real country, isn't it? Like it's part of Japan. Like it's a region in Japan. You probably know this already, Amy, but this here is Shinshu Field, the most beautiful field in Nippon. At least it's supposed to be. But ever since that incident, I've been getting a bad vibe. Better watch where we're going. You can look at the map by holding down ZL. Let's pay attention to the map as we push ahead. Right, so we can't go to any of those red parts right now. Really? There we go. Okay, hang on a second. Emmy, that's the first Guardian sapling marked on our map. It's supposed to be a place for travelers to rest and recuperate. But just look at it. Looks like it could fall over at any moment. This place is definitely cursed from the looks of it. Hey, Totodile Racer, welcome to the stream. How are you doing tonight? Places where evil has taken hold, luring monsters from far and wide. They are known as cursed zones. This game's pretty good. Yeah, I played it on the Wii like many years ago. I don't remember any of the story, but I do remember it being a really good game. I'm playing the Switch version, which has like gyro controls for the paintbrush mechanic, which is great. But I've never seen one this big. It's all withered. It's withered all the plant life into the area, even that big tree. It'd take a monster with powers beyond even a god to do this. Yep, I'm multi-streaming. I stream on both YouTube and Twitch. My Twitch name is MeleeKirby85. There's a tree. That tree's an offshoot of Sakuya. It protects nature in this area. Maybe the natural beauty here would return if we revived it. But how the heck do we do that? So yeah, these banners I think are like fights. Yep. Nice. Give me that demon thing. Holy cow, this is bad. Looks like a regular old cursed zone from back there. But the evil here is far worse close up. It would curse a normal person in a flash. I'm afraid it might even rob you of your power. Yeah, let's not go in there. Basically, you lose your health if you stand there. Can I attack that from here? Huh. Thank you very much, Super Mario and Bo, for following on Twitch. Yeah, I think I'm drawing the lines a little too fast. Oh, thank you for the host as well, Super Mario. Nameless Man's House. A long line of men who protected Hana Valley live here. Yep, can't destroy signs whatsoever. Indestructible signs. What just happened? I was out here chopping wood and commuting with nature as usual, when I heard a loud rumbling like an earthquake from the lake. Then a huge gust of wind blew up out of nowhere. I don't know what happened next, but when I came to, it was like this. My art workshop was just across the stream there. But it up and vanished from the curse zone appeared. When this curse zone appeared, the earth must be angry. All I want is to live with nature and peace, man, but now I can't. I noticed a figure running from the lake toward Kamiki. Whoever it was, man, I hope the Mother Earth kept them safe. Oh, he's got more information. When a green arrow appears above him, that means you can talk to him again for more stuff. What's up, nature buddy? Curious about that cave? It's the entrance to a place called Hana Valley. The site of an amazing waterfall, but monsters have moved in there now. There's a trippy crystal ball in there that makes plants grow enshrined. You'd think gardeners would be flocking here for it. Actually, not long ago that Susano guy went marching in there. It's weird, normally he runs away at the sight of monsters. And he hardly seems the type to try his hand at gardening. Anyway, it's bad karma, man. You could be attacked if you went in. Alright, so where is the cave? I think it's up this way. Yeah, nameless man. They couldn't really think of a name. Yeah, I'm not sure where the loading minigame is. It's not between, like, maps, it seems like. I'll play this for a little bit longer, maybe another 20-30 minutes. Not sure how long this area is going to be. You've got the Traveller's Charm, protects travellers from danger. Increase Godhood by 1 level. I still don't know what Godhood is. There's more hobgoblins. If I remember, this area is pretty short. Yeah, I could probably do this then if it's like 20 minutes or something. Wasn't entirely sure if it was like a short area or like a full-on dungeon, but I guess it's like a small area. There we go. Have one more. Oh, never mind. Already sliced them. It slices, it dices! We got rid of the monsters, so why did the gods' power disappear? Guess the curse of the gods on those lands must really be strong. They can't intervene till we do something about this stagnant air. Do something about the stank. I was hoping there were fish down there. Guess not. Oh, the pots came back. Check out that tree, it's moving. Better be careful, Amy. You see that? It threw some fruits at us. Nope, doesn't work. Try to hit its fruit back at it. Right, okay, draw one quick stroke and hit the fruit. Camera, please. Now's not the time to be doing that. Not sure what happened with the camera there, but it seems to be fine now. Ah, fuck. Doesn't hurt to chop a few things in case you find something interesting, like that. There. In fact, I'm going to try something. Since you came in not that long ago, let me find a good spot to look at. Well, what the fuck? Oh, that's a waterfall, right. I thought it was like a big tree like falling down there because it was like brown in colour. I guess I could try here. Right, let's see. It's gonna look a little bit messy. I can't even fucking draw the face right. But there you go. Not sure if you're still here, Totodile, but there you go, there's something for you. Let me just reach for the screenshot button, wherever it is. Oh, I didn't know you could save clips. That was not at all what I was trying to do there. I can't do the Totodile thing. Is this worth getting on Switch? If you want a pretty long and good RPG, I would say yes. This is like the first few hours of the game, so I'm not really in spoiler territory. But this is like about 2.5 hours into the game. Yeah, you can save clips, that's cool. If I ever have a clutch moment in a boss battle or something, I guess I could save that. Yeah, not every game supports clipping, but it's nice to see that this game in particular does. I'm not sure how interested you are in, like, owning a physical copy of this game, but for some reason for Switch, it's Japanese only for physical. You can get it digitally, but it's like the English one is digital only. You can't buy that physical. But the Japanese physical version has English language, as you can see, which is pretty good. If you have like an English account, it will just auto-detect and play it in English. What's all this racket? Oh, it's you, Mutt. What are you doing here? Go home! I already told you I'm not looking for apprentices. Anyway, Hannah Valley is no place for a mutt like you. Beyond this point lies my secret training grounds. It's the perfect place to hide. I mean to train. Now scoot! Be off with you. Cut that out, you mutt. Oh shit. Check out that wall painting. It said that a crystal sphere that makes trees grow is in shrines. Somewhere around here. Based on this painting here, I'd say the rumor must be true. Still, something's not right. Don't you think there's something missing from this painting? Yep. I'd say we're missing a sun. So these different brush techniques, like we've got the sword and we've got the sun, and we have another thing, I forgot what it was called. You learn them as you play the game. I only have like 3 so far. What in heaven's name? How did that happen? Well, now I can go hide. I mean, now I can go train. Coward. The descendant of a legendary hero, yet he's got no fucking... He's got no courage in his bones. This must be the thing that I'm after. What a strange place. Is this really the secret training ground Susano mentioned? Also, the game digitally is like $20, which... I think it's $20, it's a pretty good price. I imported the Japanese copy just because I wanted like a box copy with the cartridge. Is this really the secret training ground that says Susano mentioned? Speaking of which, where did Pops go? I like how there's like a dedicated bark button. I wonder if I can get the camera to face the wall so I can see my face better while I'm barking. Oh, the camera doesn't... Actually, hang on a minute. I'll get it. I just want to get a good close-up of Amaterasu's face while I do this. Kinda... yeah, that works. Oh fuck, the camera backs off when you do that. Oh well. There's probably some place you could do that so that the camera stays where it is. What's up with this tiny sapling? Smell a faint scent like Sakuya coming from this sapling. That wall painting had a huge, magnificent tree in it. Maybe the monster's evil is keeping its power at bay. There we go, shine the sunlight onto the sapling. I bet something will happen if we can get this just right. I know this room is hiding some kind of secret. What's with this puddle? Looks pretty chintzy for what's supposed to be a grand altar. Bet there used to be something on here. Oh, right. I've got another power. Restoration. Does that work there? No. I see, that's why there's an altar here. It's for worshipping the sun that shines up in the valley. Yeah, that's what I did. Let me do it again then, since he now acknowledges that. Maybe I had to draw the sun a little bit bigger for it to work. I bet something will happen if we can get this just right. Sun that shines there up in the valley. Does it need to be right in the middle? I think I'm missing something. Let me check the room first. I have the right idea, I just don't think I've got the right... Like, I don't have everything in place first before I can do that. Oh, there's Susano. What now? You foul beast! How did you get in here? Foul beast? You have some nerve sneaking into my private training grounds. Now you shall get a taste of my new secret technique. Your foul beast looks like an ordinary sleepy bear to me, Pops. Enough talk! Have at you! My blade thirsts for battle! Here goes nothing. Susano-Style, Susano! Su! Oh. What the? Right. I didn't realize this was going to be one of those things. Let's try that again. Exploding Implosion! Susano-Style, Susano! Susano! Now for Susano-Style. Exploding Implosion! Yo! Dead. That'll teach you, you foolish beast! You're no match for my new secret technique. So this guy thinks he's hot shit, but really it's just me doing all the work for him. Rest in peace, foul beasts. The great warrior Susano condemns this offense, not the offender. Anyway, there are other monsters I must deal with. Well, there he goes. The crystal sphere is filled with leaves. Is this the sphere used for a ritual of the good harvest or something? Didn't that wall painting have a sphere-like object in it? Right, I think I see what I'm supposed to do. Bring that to the pedestal, then shine it. Can I pick this up? Not that I can push it though. I guess this goes into the small puddle of water then. And then we can put the sun up in the valley. Check out them physics. I mean, this was like a PlayStation 2 game originally, so this is kinda cool. Like, for PlayStation 2 era. This was before physics engines were like commonplace in video games, like you had to program this shit. Oh. Right, no, all we need is the sun. Wow, someone had a lot of time on their hands to think all of this up. So this was the sphere in that wall painting. I bet the sphere is for magic or something. Close enough. Right, so it should work now. Yep. Is that a guardian sapling? It's all withered like the others. What the? Who turned out the lights? Oh, it's another constellation! Ooh, new brush power? That usually means new brush power. So yeah, this is quite early game, so I wouldn't really qualify this as spoilers. It's still within the first 3 hours. It's a very long game as well. I think it's like about 60 hours, or a little bit more than that. Amaterasu, origin of that is good, and mother to us all. My gratitude for releasing my body from its slumber. Please accept my humble thanks in return for your great kindness. I am Sakigami, one of the tremurative of flora gods known as the Hanigami. My brethren and I have been entrusted with the brush technique known as collectively as Green Sprout. I now grant my humble power to you. Use it wisely. That was Sakigami, one of the gods of flora. Apparently, the bloom brush technique can make flowers blossom, simply by drawing a circle on a withered tree. Maybe it'll make the withered guardian sapling blossom too. Nice. Check out that cherry blossom. Once again, this is a PlayStation 2 game originally, so for PS2, it looks really nice. I would say the graphical art style still holds up. Plus it looks even better now with like the HD upscaling. Look at how everything grew back so quick. Sakuya wasn't kidding about the power of the guardian saplings. So this is what Hana Valley's supposed to look like. Seems like Sakuya Garden Sapling has lifted the evil curse. I'm not sure how weak the gods have become recently, but it must have taken some wickedly strong power to suppress this magnificent Guardian Sapling. Even if you are Shiranui Reborn, you must be up against more than we bargained for. Hey Amy! What about that withered guardian sapling outside? I bet you could revive it like you did this one. And by bringing that guardian sapling back to life, we might be able to lift the curse there too. What are we waiting for? Leap before you think, right? Also, if you do this, you can create small flowers. This is kinda pointless, but It's something you can do. Or you can just chop plants. Right, I guess I'm pretty much done here. I'll do the next Guardian sapling the next time. So I'm just going to go back to the save and end it, because well, I'm not so much tired, it's just my throat is like... Oh, we got one more fight before we leave. It's just my throat is kind of dead right now, if you couldn't tell. Don't want to overexert my vocal cords, like I've already done a little bit. But now I have played this for like 3 hours at this point, close to it. Chopped them in half. Oh yeah, spin. We almost have enough praise now. Oh wait, we do have enough praise? Right, cool. So that stuff that we just picked up is called praise. And we can use that to level up. I think you can feed these guys to get some more praise. Yep, got a little bit more there. That creepy old tree just won't give up. I've got an idea. Maybe you should hit its fruit right back at it. And while it's stunned, you could use the bloom to get rid of its evil. Nice. Get a bunch of food for that as well. Even better. Henna Valley looks so much better now, but what about this gloomy patch of grass? You can use the power of Bloom to fill it in. Just fill it with your brush and Bloom will take care of it. I guess I had to wait for that dialogue to happen first before this would actually work. Oh, I see. Maybe I'm supposed to do it from this angle. So I can, like, actually cover the entire thing. There we go. Green sprout tips. The ink becomes as a seed and tree sprout forth, confounding foes. The life force this vegetation emits is the bane of evil. There was a scroll here too? Emmy, this looks like the travel guide. It's an ancient record of pilgrimage across the land. If this were the real thing, it'd normally be worth a fortune, but with all the copies out there, you probably wouldn't get much for it. At any rate, if you ever want to read it, just press the plus button and go to the fan menu. It may sound rather preachy, but it should at least help you in your travels.
If you need instructions.
Nice. We can block enemies with that. You can play this game without the motion controls, but I think the motion controls actually enhance the game. Now that we've done that, fucking rest in peace. So technically you cannot defeat this tree, or like, which is to say you cannot actually kill the tree, at least not while it's in this state. But you can like turn it good and then you can kill it afterwards if you so choose. If you're really that heartless of a bastard, which you know what, I am. You no longer serve in my purposes, so... Oh yeah, I used the ink brush too much, so we have to wait a second for it to recharge. That's what that boing sound was. Oh, I can actually put trees under them to lift them off the ground. I think. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, now this part of the environment is properly there. Digging tips. Don't really think I need to read that, because I get the idea that I need to dig this up. Cool. Oh, wait a minute, can we bring Bloom back to these trees? Right, how about now? Guess not. You'd think I could bring back Bloom to these... Maybe I'm supposed to circle the actual branches? Oh, right, okay, yeah. So that's how that works. Get a few extra for doing that. Nope, doesn't work on that boulder. Right, well I think that's a good place to stop then, so let's save the game. That's about 3 hours I think, or just coming up to it. Yeah, 2 hours 43 minutes. So yeah, quite good to come back to this game after like a decade. And I haven't streamed this game before, so I think this is going to be a good game to stream for the next couple months. It's a pretty big game as well. Like I said earlier, I think it's at least 60 hours, maybe even more than that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching that. I'll definitely be coming back to this in the next couple of days. If you've never played it before, I would recommend you play it yourself. So yeah, I'll probably do this in the next couple of days, and hope you guys will come back for that.